Good morning, everyone. This is Dan. Welcome to Angel For those of you that are new, welcome. For those of you that are returning, welcome back. For those of you that support me over on Patreon, thank you so very much for your subscriptions. This is the daily forecast. It is for all signs. It is a broad spectrum reading, so I do speak in broad terms. You need to figure out if and where it fits in your life, if at all. If it doesn't fit, that's okay. Nothing's broken or wrong. It doesn't mean you're on your wrong path or anything like that. It just may not be your reading. This reading's originally created for Saturday, the 29th of April. It's not solely set for that date. If you're seeing it on a different date and it makes sense to your situation, by all means, utilize the reading. I do believe readings have a way of finding us when we need them. They can be timeless, so do not get caught up in the date. For those of you that are new, please check out the drop-down menu underneath any of my daily readings. In there is some housekeeping rules, things I want you to think about when utilizing the channel, what decks I'm using, how to contact me via social media for a private reading or just follow me. You would need to reach out to me first to initiate a private reading. I will not reach out to you. If somebody does reach out to you pretending to be me, they are pretending, it is not me. And then also just easy ways to support the channel. You can do so by hitting the thumbs up button, by sharing the video out, by leaving a question or comment on the video. I do read them all, and also by subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell. That way you get notified whenever I put up new content, which is daily. I will be referring back to the Sunday underpinning reading, which populates in the lower left-hand corner of this video. And that is the underpinning energy of like sort of what's going on with the daily. So if you hear me mentioning cards that you don't see in this reading, that's the reading I'm usually referring back to, so you can check that out. Let's see what the card is for today. Oh my God. It's the Ten of Cups again. It's this happy, laughing Buddha. We should still be in this good mood, this sense of emotional contentment, completion, even a spiritual connection to how we feel. We should be in, I would say, a fairly like meditative state, a state of introspection and contentment with where things are at. If we're not, then this card tells us we can get there, right? Underpinning this card from the Sunday reading is the Nine of Wands. And the Nine of Wands, to me, had this kind of star energy to it. We did see the star card in the clarifiers in Sunday too, which the star card is about internal peace, happiness, harmony, healing. This Ten of Cups showing up 2 days in a row says to me we should be achieving this emotional harmony or well-being, completion with something that brings us peace or a sense of peace, at least within ourselves. The situation may not be the way that we want, but we certainly feel okay within it. We feel solid in it. We feel self-assured. I also feel like there's a sense of humor with this Buddha. Like, in other words, if a situation is still presenting as challenging towards us, we don't need to let it rock us or wreck us, especially emotionally. We can find a higher way to view it, perceive it, or even detach from it with this Buddha, because Buddha would be about detachment too, finding the joy in the simple things, or even in the struggle, right? And laughing at it. Sometimes when we're in laughter, joy, or happiness, even in the face of adversity, it makes the adversity or the challenge less easy or able to stick to us. So keeping this sort of sense of, focus on our own emotional well-being and how we feel and honoring that first would be key today. And it's going to give back a gift, not only of completion, but just of like well-being and harmony. Let's look at the Rose Oracle. It is the second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late, new possibilities. So I think that, through these good feelings and through this sort of sense of completion or wholeness, emotional well-being, by focusing on this, it gives us an opportunity to look at things with a fresh perspective, with a renewed sense of self, ideas, thoughts, perceptions, decisions that bring about a turnabout or a change within our situation, right? Where we may have perceived a situation as being stuck or unpleasant or however we're perceiving it. It doesn't have to stay that way. We get a choice in how we feel or how we operate or connect to it. And in doing so, and in choosing that sort of positive feeling well-being, we create a second opportunity here to bloom in a different direction, in a different way, and to be truer to ourselves and how we feel, definitely. Let's look at the clarifiers. We have the Five of Swords. So this is the challenge that sort of I feel like maybe we've been experiencing, or we might be shifting our emotions around. We might be renewing our connection to. The Five of Swords can be, fives are definitely transitory, but these can be about thoughts, communications, sometimes things that maybe separate or alienate one another, whether we're trying to prove our point or somebody else is trying to prove theirs. It can sometimes come at a loss, right? It can sometimes be a struggle where our point doesn't necessarily really land or get proven because others just don't want to hear it or they don't understand it. That's the two people walking away. Somebody else's point might be trying to get proven to us today and we can't see it or we can't connect to it. It can't really hit us, I feel like, with this Buddha here. I feel a really good feeling from him with the Nine of Wands underpinning this. That's the Wounded Warrior card. It's like acting smarter, not harder. Like through our experiences, our spirit has changed at some level. Our spirit has evolved and has brought about this, maybe this new sense of well-being that we're now channeling in and working from. And so this Five of Swords might be beneath us or not necessarily something we want to partake in anymore, or may not have such an effect on us anymore. That doesn't mean that it's not still around us, but how we choose to relate to it is really our opportunity here. The Second Bloom card makes me think that there is a renewed sense of, I don't know, how we feel or what we're doing that enables us to be kind of potentially free of the situation or no longer involved in the situation at the level we once were. The next card is the Nine of Cups. I will take it. Nine of Cups is about having all of our ducks in a row emotionally, feeling complete personally, then having that completion, that emotional completion, emanate out through the Ten of Cups into our life, our experiences, and the things that come back to us as a direct result because of it. The last card is the World, which is Major Arcana. The World is the end of the Fool's Journey, the last card in the Major Arcana. The World indicates not only celebration or completion because of the full circle wreath around her, but it also indicates that, you know, we've learned something here. We see that also in the Nine of Wands. We've learned something here that we no longer have to behave, act, or communicate in a certain way that maybe we've done in the past. That just doesn't serve us. It doesn't serve our emotional well-being. Right now, the focus should be on our own rebirth, our own emotional happiness, contentment. It's definitely here for us. The World can also indicate like a graduation or an evolution from one way of being to another, from one chapter to another, from one stage in a scenario to another. With this Five of Swords here, to me, whatever we are staging out of or evolving out of, I don't want to say it's trivial, but it feels trivial with these other cards here. The World, the Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups, even Second Bloom all say to me that there's a renewal here, especially emotionally, that is giving us the opportunity to break free, not break free, because break free sounds like we're struggling against something, but to release ourselves from something and have learned it. It's not in vain, right? With the World there, it means that we've learned something. We've surpassed it in a way, and we've put it to good use. We've assimilated the knowledge, and now we've put that knowledge to our own good use to move forward feeling all right in the world, and that's okay. Even if other people are still struggling within their situations, we don't necessarily have to struggle. We can actually be in harmony, in joy, in peace with the situation the way that it is and allow it to be what it is. We could even find a sense of humor with this situation, not necessarily meaning laughing at somebody else's struggles or challenges, but these challenges we don't have to take them on, suck them in, and be overridden by them, if that makes sense. We've been through this before with the Nine of Wands underpinning this. And from having gone through this or gone through it, you know, multiple times, we know better. And so in knowing better, we understand where to put our attention and where to put our focus, which was yesterday's grounding stone. towards what it is or how it is we want to feel, and how that better feeling can lift us up, grow us, even allow us to celebrate a little bit in the fact that we do have growth, we do have change in our life. Now let's look at the grounding stone. The grounding stone is knowledge on carnelian, which is the root chakra. There is some sort of like wisdom in this reading that we have come across. It's more than likely, in my opinion, an emotional wisdom and awareness of what we're capable of giving to a situation, if at all anymore. Or maybe we're just giving to ourselves, but somewhere our awareness has shifted and changed, and that knowledge that we have is powerful. It is what enables us to bloom in a different direction, to embrace ourselves, our needs, our goals, and move towards them. Move beyond whatever we've been like, I don't want to say plagued, because plague sounds like such a strong word, but it does feel like this Five of Swords feels annoying at best, right? And so whatever's been annoying us or challenging us, we have the knowledge, the wisdom, and the past experience to rise up to a different way of feeling about the situation. Therefore, how we interact, how we communicate, what we feel about the situation has changed. The feelings should be, or the changes that we've experienced should feel more positive to us in the long run. I hope that makes sense, you guys. Don't be surprised if you feel extremely self-sufficient today and ready to do your own thing, and have the knowledge to do so. Like, embrace that. That is your reading for the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed the reading. Subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Share the video out. Leave me a question or comment. And I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow for the new weekly reading. All right, take care and have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.